Namaste and good evening, everybody. Hope everyone is doing well and you're staying safe and social distancing. It's my pleasure again to bring you another edition of our Sunday afternoon lime with your host, Malahar Prasad. For those of you who don't know me, thank you again for joining. And please, guys, just take a moment and share the page for me and invite your family and friends to join us. We have a couple of birthday announcements. If I happen to sneeze or blow my nose or anything at any point, just know that I'm still not well, just a little bit under the weather and just trying to recover from last week. So birthday greetings are going out to a few people. First and foremost, my sister, Armala Singh, who celebrated yesterday. Yankee Tiny Beti, whose birthday was May 14th, and a good friend of mine, Ganesh Ramraj, who celebrated on May 6th. Wishing you all a happy, happy birthday. And for those of you who are celebrating in this gorgeous month of May, for all of you Taurus and Geminis out there, a very, very happy birthday to you guys. And just want to give a little shout out to a few people who are on my live right now. Lee Nai, thank you so much, hun, for joining. Nasima Rahman, Farouk, the mixer, the remixer, Sasha Mohammed, Jaikaran Harbhajan, Nikara Deepa, Vanessa Matura, and I believe I saw Neera Hari Prasad on there as well too. She remember my Mother's Day show. She opened my Mother's Day program. She was the background singer singing to Kitni at Chihe, her version of it. So thank you again for doing that wonderful, wonderful song. It was absolutely amazing. And for all of you who logged in last week to my Mother's Day program, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for all of your wonderful comments, even after the program was done, all the messages that came in. So thank you all for all of that. It was just absolutely beautiful. Thank you again. Condolences are going out to the families of a very good friend of mine, Mr. Mahendra Sharma, whose mom passed away on May the 5th. On the 1-year death anniversary of his brother, Jai Sharma, who died from COVID last year in New York City. Our deepest condolences to all of the family members, and our prayers are with you at this time of your loss. Let's talk a little bit about COVID right now. A lot of people think that this virus is a joke, and they're getting frustrated by staying home and with all of the lockdowns and whatever. I feel it. I know it. It's the same here with me. But it's important, guys, to remember that we all have to stay the course and wear your mask, social distance, sanitize, and the most important one, stay home. It's so important for all of us to follow those simple rules in order to bring our numbers down. I know right now our stay-at-home order has been extended until June 2nd. I also know that the numbers are rising in South Africa. The numbers are also rising in Trinidad and Tobago, where the government have just issued a state of emergency and a curfew from 9 p.m. until 5 a.m. So guys, I urge all of you to please do your part, stay home. I know the numbers are rising every single day in Guyana as well, and surrounding countries and islands in the Caribbean. USA continues to be #1, but I'm not sure like what, I believe most of their population have been vaccinated already. So I just had my vaccine last Wednesday, and I think that's why I'm still a little bit sick with the flu. My immune system is shot. So that's it. I mean, if you're eligible to go get the vaccine, I urge all of you to go out there, get your vaccines, and just, take every precautions and stay home. That's the most important one. Just stay home. Okay. All right. So again, for our viewers who are just joining in, please do share the page for me. And I thank you all for your love and your support, as always. Well, let's get started. I think my guest is all ready. And so today, on our program, on our Sunday afternoon live today, we've got a very iconic figure in the entertainment world. You may have known him from his 10 years of being on radio in Trinidad and Tobago. And he's also been making waves recently with his music and his many collaborations within the last several months. He is originally from San Juan in Trinidad and Tobago. He attended St. Mary's College and University of the West Indies. He currently works for First Citizens Bank, and he's the owner of his own signage company. He has sang with almost every local band in Trinidad and recorded numerous songs. He was a radio personality for 10 years at 103 FM and has been lovingly referred to as the big dog of radio. He has hosted many, many events like Chutney, Soca Monarch twice, Choka, Chutney Brass, Raymond's, Everybody Loves Raymond concert. He has hosted many special events like boat cruises, weddings, all-inclusive fetes, etc., etc. He's also a producer of music, and he's managed a few artists as well, and he promotes shows locally as well. So right about now, I'd like to introduce you to our guest, the one and only Mr. Rishi Ram. Rishi?
Hi, Mala.
How are you, Rishi? Good to have you
Good.
on board here today.
Nice.
Nice to finally put a face to the name.
Thanks so much. A pleasure to be in your company also, and your listeners and viewers' company too on this nice Sunday afternoon.
Exactly. It's so beautiful here today. The weather is absolutely amazing. Before we get started, Rishi, can you tell us a little bit about what's happening in Trinidad right now with this COVID situation?
Well, just yesterday, the Prime Minister announced state of emergency. Of course, you mentioned it before, curfew 9 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And, we continue to be on the lockdown. Numbers have been rising consistently. So far, we've broken the record with 611 or 12 cases or so a couple of days ago. We had 21 deaths in one day. And right now, we're just trying our best to flatten the curve, so they say, So
Yeah,
we're trying our best to stay home as best as we could, and make sure, we fight this thing. Or waiting the vaccines and so on. So
yeah.
See how that goes.
So what type of vaccines do you guys have in the country right now? Is it the Moderna or is it the Pfizer?
No, we actually had the AstraZeneca. The first rollout was the AstraZeneca, which was about 60,000 persons who would have received it, just over 60,000 persons. And not too sure what we're going to get. They say in the China vaccine. So
yeah,
we're going to see what's that. We're going to see what's that about. But nonetheless, vaccine, as medical professionals would have said, whatever it is, go and get your vaccine. So we're hoping and we're waiting and they're ready to take advantage of the vaccine as we get it in hand.
Well, I got to tell you, I'm a little bit apprehensive about doing this sit down one-on-one personality, because you have such an enormous personality on radio, and I am new to this. I don't. This is not my forte, but it's something that has grown over the year in COVID, I should say. It's a COVID success story. So thank you again for joining with me today. And I think the main thing that I wanted to talk to you about is, you know, the 10 years of being on radio and how did all of that come about? I mean, you have quite an impressive bio, and you work for a bank. You've got 2 kids. You've been married for 21 years. I mean, where do you find the time to do all these things? Take us back.
Well, it would start back in the UB days. Back in the UB days, I would have. That's where I would have met my wife and whatnot. And it just progressed from there. I think life really begins when you find that person that you can build together with, and that is how it all started. We started from basically from ground zero,
Yes.
and we built. I always had a passion for the music, and she would have always been right there supporting no matter what. That's the thing I could say. Whatever decision that I would have made, whatever I said that I wanted to do, she would have always been there to support. So that I think that's the most important um, part in building and doing all that you need to do. You
Right.
know.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's the way to grow. It's the way to go. And so I just think that I'm fortunate to have the right person.
Right. Right. So how did you get started in radio? Did you
Thing
have,
is,
was it a passion? Did you have a background in broadcasting?
I'll tell you, radio from a little boy, back in the days, home my mommy house. We used to have those the little tape recorders, and when you press record and play at the same time with the cassette. So you record a little song and you play, you're pretending you're talking, and it's always been a dream to be radio, to be on radio and all that sort of thing. But I never thought that it would have happened. And being involved in the music and the band life and all that sort of a thing, being involved on the stage, you would develop a personality where you meet people, you talk to people, you're always interacting.
Yeah.
They decided that one of three decided that what, hey, he would be a great addition to the team, and we would do well. And that's exactly what happened. They show the offer over and say, hey, what do you think? And it's been 10 years. I did it for 10 years. It
Wow.
was nice.
Yeah, that's a long time. And I did not get a chance to actually listen to any of your programs, but I did catch a few things that I saw, a few clips here and there on YouTube that, I don't know, someone must have posted up. Um, what type of responsibilities do you have as a radio announcer, as a radio host?
Well, the program that I would have done would have primarily been, uh, entertainment based, in terms of you're more party oriented. You're bringing forward a vibe. Well, that
Yeah.
was the name of the program, Vibes in. And you're bringing across energy, bringing across vibe. I used to, my job that I felt used to be one of make the people happy. No matter what you go through, you take 5 minutes, 10 minutes on that radio to listen to what I'm doing. You're
Yeah.
sure to laugh. You're sure to get your mind off or whatever troubles that you'll be going through at a particular point in time. You smile for the day. You feel good, and you go again. It's just entertainment to boost you. It's just entertainment to make you feel good and keep going. Because I mean, at the end of the day, we all have to go through the trials and tribulations of the life.
Yeah.
And sometimes we find that it may be overwhelming. You just need that one little boost, that one little shine that will just help you just erase a little problem for a minute.
Exactly. And I see you've got a fan on board here, Kamini Maharaj. She says, I miss my Friday night vibesing with the best DJ ever. So I'm assuming she's talking about you.
Yeah, I want to say good afternoon to all the international listeners, and I would have had quite a huge international following. we all had a wonderful evening, a wonderful time on evenings where we would, go back in time, play the music that, y'all would have loved while being in Trinidad or even in Guyana, wherever you would be,
Yeah.
and the music that you would have heard back in those times, and we grew up listening to, you get that on the program, and that's what people enjoy tremendously.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the important thing of capturing your audience's attention. And can you share some of your tips and tricks with us that you've used to capture your audience attention?
You just have to be real. The trick to it is be real, be as real as possible. Don't come off as a fake personality.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't come off with a fake accent. Don't come off with a fake, don't try to be a saint if you're not one.
Yes.
Don't try to talk about sports if you don't know about sports. Don't try to talk about news if you're really and truly not into that. If you're not heavy, don't be heavy. If you're light, be light. But the point is you have to be able to know your own personality. You have to know what type of person you are and what you want to project. And people will feed into your vibe, and they will love you for who you is. The thing about it, people, they're not easy to fool. The couple will over people. I just like that.
Exactly.
You just can't be, you just can't come across and be the Pope one day and then be a madman the next day. You have to be you. You have to be you.
Yeah. I hear you're quite the comedian as well too.
Well, people like to laugh. People like to laugh, and like I say, it's important to laugh every day. Take a minute and laugh, and just ease your mind a bit, because we're really going through a rough time. We're really going through. We are after this pandemic.
Yes.
We have to put our hands in the air and just say, oh, geez, we make it. We make it, because people next to us, we're not sure to see them a month from now, 2 months from now. We're not sure that we all will make it to the end of the year. And this is the pandemic. We living through a tough time.
And this is why I always say life is too short. Let's live it to the utmost, fullest. Do everything that you've ever wanted to do. Live today as if it's your last day on this earth. Because talk to the person that you want to talk to. Tell somebody you love them. Just do all the things that's in here that you want to do, because you don't know. Like you said, you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring.
But don't live it like the last day and spend all your money today and then remember tomorrow, you get tomorrow and you're broken and you realize, oh gosh, I spent all the money. No. You know what I mean? Let's be cool. Let's be cool one day at a time. And you just
one day at a time. Absolutely, one day at a time. Now, let me ask you this. This is a little bit of a sensitive issue. Who decides on what music gets played on radio? I mean, I've heard of a lot of artists complain that some radio stations have boycotted their music, and I just want to know from you, is this true? Is this something that's happening across radio stations?
Most radio stations will have formats and will have songs that they will predominantly play. For example, the station I would have been affiliated to would have been Bollywood music, local music, and of recent they would have adopted a little bit of pop culture and disco, that sort of a music now. The station, the stations and their programming would determine that what direction they want to go and the type of music that they would want to play and they would want to.
Okay, so there's no bribery or anything happening there.
Bribe to play music, that sort of a thing.
Yeah.
A man just can't walk off the street and say, he can't just walk.
Here, Rishi, I'm gonna give you $1,000. Can you play my song like for 24 hours straight for me? Things like that.
The thing is, for me, I wouldn't really, even if it was legal and it was right to take that $1,000 to play the music.
Yeah.
You, the listener, who I am doing it for primarily, I mean, we do all of this for ratings. We do all of this for the popularity of it.
Yeah.
If I were to play your song, let's just say I were to play that, I would just say, well, okay, I allowed to take $1,000 from you to play your song 24/7. And they would just say that your song not really all that.
Mhm.
I will just be playing that song for you alone. So what's gonna happen is that we're gonna lose the rating. You're gonna lose the popularity.
So,
If
so
there's no
can
one
you,
listening to me, why would you pay me to play a song?
right. So then that comes to the question of, so you only play popular artist music then,
Not necessarily. No, you want to
not
play good. You want to play good music. You want to play
good
good
music.
music.
Okay. So regardless if it's a newbie on the map coming out with a new song, you will play it if it's a good music, if it's a good
Once it's
song.
good music, once it's good quality, once it's good production,
Yeah.
and I'm glad that you're bringing it to that point about the newbies and all that sort of a thing. Um, Quickly, we could just dive into the songs that I would have been involved in of late, and featuring the newbies and the men like Rishi, but Andre Ramastre, Mr. Rave, Shivan Ramuta. These are newbies. These are names that you won't normally hear, around the block.
Yeah.
And this is why I've decided to take these guys, I won't say under my wing, but collaborate with them, show them the direction, because a lot of the time the artists need to know a particular direction. Most of the times artists come and say, they just lie down in the bed one night and they think about a song and they just go by the producer and say, producer, produce this song for me.
Yeah.
And you go and you just end up there the next day, 2-3 days after, and you record the song. Right? You just record the song. It's not to your liking. You're not really, you're not really feeling it, but you let go anyway and all that sort of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
You have to know trending BPMs. You have to know trending styles, what people like to hear in the music. Some people like to hear bass. Some people like to hear it flat. Some people, it all depends on what your listeners like and what what's happening at the point in time. And you wanna keep up to date with that sort of trends and focus your music along those lines. That's why the newbies and they kind of gravitate into the vibe now. And they
Yes, I see you've made quite a few productions with Rishi now, but I like all of them. They're actually really, really nice, good pieces of music. I think maybe I should play one right now. How about that? I wanted to go back and play when I talked to you about your music career now. We were switching gears a little bit here, but before we do that, maybe you can tell us a little bit about how this whole singing thing came about with you. You've gone from being in a bank, you've gone from being a radio jockey, you've personality host of so many different events, and now you're a singer. How did that all? Where did that? How does it tie in?
many years ago. I don't know if you'd remember, if you could recall, Raymond Ramnarayan and they would have come out with an album entitled it wasn't it was the first ever way. It was the first ever when he would have sang Musafir and all that sort of thing. Raymond back in those days would have had the long hair in the back and that sort of a thing.
Okay.
They would have been I forget the name of the album, but it was featured, and Rafi Mohammed was featuring it. He had a real popular radio program in those days,
Mm-hmm.
and he was featuring this song. And I just love the way Raymond was executing the songs. Those days Raymond used to be singing nasal, real nasal. Musafir. Raymond used to be singing like that, and I just loved it. So I was in the bathroom, and I think this is where a lot of people singing career, the dream is be realized in the bathroom.
In the bathroom.
The acoustics in the bathroom is the best thing. Let me tell you, the acoustics is awesome. And I just in the bathroom there, and I just belting out tune, and I going down the road and I singing the wrong words, but going and I singing because it sounding so good in that bathroom way. And stand over her, I decided, hey, let me take a try in Mastana, let me see what happen. I never really got a place in Mastana.
Mm-hmm.
Made it to the semifinals because of the special prize and all that sort of a thing. And
Yeah.
back in those days, the Rampasad would have found that, I was, because they were the backup band, Teddy B. Samba
Right.
and the Rampasad of the days, they were the backup
Yeah.
band. And they say that, hey, well, Anil and they would have been part of the Ravi and all that, they would have been part of the band in those days. They say, hey, we like your vibe, we like your, come on, join the band. And that's that, we started there, and, we've
Oh,
grown. And then
nice. Well, you have that really nice, heavy quality to your voice, which I like. And you've done an awesome job on most of your productions that I've listened to on YouTube. There's this one song going back to 2012 that you did with Devika Ram and Brenty. Do you remember what that is?
TRINIDAD, yeah.
Yes. So I'm gonna take a moment and I want to play that song for our viewers because I really like that song and you.
A lot of people think that we related. Devika Ram and I are not related. Everybody asks, "You and Devika Ram related?" No, we're not related. We're not related at all. She is actually Devika Ram. My name is Rishi Ram Kisoon.
Ram. I just noticed that. I didn't even know that. I thought it was Rishi Ram. So.
It turned Rishi Ram when one day we were doing a recording and the guy we were collaborating with, he couldn't pronounce the Ram Kisoon.
Mm-hmm.
It was hard to get Ram Kisoon into the rap now, so he just shut it up, and from there it stuck. So.
All right, so let's take a quick break and play this song for our viewers. I want them to hear this awesome voice of yours, Mr. Rishi Ram.
Rishi Ram, Devika Ram, Bella Box, my production, you don't know. This is the dance, so move your waistline. Devika girl, this is your time. How with the real good as them step forward and whine. Every good body girl just rock out cause of your time. Man, I promise you the world every time them see how you whine. And I don't get you mad cause you want every dime. Catch funny then. Rock it down. 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 Rock it.
कहीं न जा आज कहीं मत जा फिर मिले ना मिले ये पल समा बाहों में आ जा
कहीं न जा आज कहीं मत जा फिर मिले ना मिले ये पल के समा बाहों में राजा बाहों में राजा
ये जो बस में कदम नहीं तेरे मैं सवारूंगी दुआ संग मेरे तेरे दिल की मंजिल है यहाँ ओ ये जो बस में कदम नहीं तेरे मैं सवारूंगी दुआ संग मेरे तेरे दिल की मंजिल है यहाँ
जाने वफा सच है किसको पता फिर मिले ना मिले ये पल के समा बाहों में राजा बाहों में राजा Mickey girl you sugar sick anytime them want it. Devika call me over in her front of me plant it. She said that me drive her insane, but then I complain, she not complain. Cause she love it in the winter, love it in the summer, want it in the sun or rain. Rock it down. 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 Rock it. मेरी राह कदिया तेरे आगे मेरी गम की दवा तेरे बाते तो फिर हार जाना है कहाँ हो मेरी राह कदिया तेरे आगे मेरी गम की दवा तेरे बाते तो फिर हार जाना है कहाँ
कहीं
That is such a beautiful song. I like that song. I picked that one to play first because it's one of my favorites that I sing as well too. So you guys did a wonderful job on that. That was really good. And you know, that was like back in 2012, I believe, that you did that one,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Nice, real nice. Real memories
Yeah.
there. I was looking at the hairstyle on the YouTube there and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, you actually did a really good job on that song there. And you also like some of the songs that you collab with Rishi now, but those were some really good ones as well too. You did Hum Dono Do Pre Mi, Chahe Aaj Mujhe, and Ye Zameen. And then you also did Humko Awaz with I'm not sure what the artist is. Andre, yes. And then you've collabed with GI in 2019 as well too. So who else have you collaborated with?
We did a bunch with Mr. Rave, another young one. Surendra Ramuta and myself. We did a first ever Phil Collins remake of Another Day in Paradise.
Mhm.
And a few more, yeah, a few more.
Yeah. So there's this clip that I took from on YouTube. It's where you you won the pirate night on some Adriana cruise.
Yeah.
I have your permission to play that.
Sure.
I think everybody needs a good little laugh, and I think I mean I laughed my head off when I saw this one, and I thought, yeah, why not? Let's put this in here. I think everybody who's watching today needs a good laugh today. And again, I apologize if I'm sounding a little hoarse here, guys, because I'm still not well. I'm still trying to recover from the flu, from getting the vaccine. So here is a clip that I'm going to share with you guys, and I hope you guys have a good laugh with it, because this is Rishi in his more comedic role.
I'm blocking my eye, but
Yeah, man, you're a pirate.
All right.
ready?
Ready? All right. So you know what to do. 3 pirate steps. 3 pirate steps. Come on. 1, 2, 3. He's killing chihuahuas everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Now, you gotta get on the horse.
Make sure I look into that.
All right. Get on the horse. All depends. The best tight. Little tight. Oh man, that's an elephant.
Behave yourself. Wait.
Oh, all right. Man, it's gonna run away. You gotta get on the.
No, you gotta stroke
Get
it.
on the.
Stroke it.
That's not the tail, man. It's an elephant. Remember. Get on the elephant. Come on, man. Now ride your elephant. Come on, ride it now. He's so strong. All right, you let it go. Now,
Come.
tie it up. Very good, man. It's safe? I should make sure, man. All right, walk to the bar. Walk to the bar and kick the door. Watch out. Now, you're gonna say, ahoy, matey.
Ahoy!
What's that, man? Ahoy, matey.
Ahoy, matey.
Now, you people will decide who's gonna be the first mate tonight, right? By your claps and noise, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ready? Claps and noise for contestant number 1. Very good, man. You're winning so far. Claps and noise for contestant number 2. Thank you so much. You can go, team. Thank you so much. Good job. 1 and 2. Claps and noise for contestant number 1, 2. Contestant number 1. Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Come over here. You gotta tell everybody what's your name and where you're from. Which part of Trinidad? Better. What's your name?
I find we rocking.
Huh? What's your
I
name?
find the boat rocking. I'm a hole. My name is Rishi.
Rishi, all the way from
Trinidad.
Trinidad, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Rishi, I have a little surprise for you, man, right? I have two kind of prizes. I have one that is in the back in the treasure chest. Everybody say, oh. Or I have a drink for you, a rum and coke, pirate drink. What do you prefer?
The one in the chest.
Are you sure?
Sure.
But the drink is nice. Are you sure? All right. Are you sure? All right, man.
Don't give me no dirty rag there.
Let's see. Are you sure? 100%.
Sure.
A pack of cards and a big round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen. Good job. Excellent.
Oh, that was hilarious. That was, when was that? When did you do that?
That was quite a few years back. The Adriana cruise had now come to Trinidad, and they were promoting a cruise to, I think it was Margarita. It was nice. It was nice. First time testing it out.
Now let's get back to. I know you said that you wanted. You're no longer with radio, 103 FM, and this is some juicy. I don't know, news, I should say. So juicy news that you have for us, a big reveal that you said that you wanted to do on the show here today. So are you prepared to do that?
Sure. Well, a lot of the listeners and a lot of the friends, we don't say fans. I don't say fans. Friends. We all friends. We all become family after so long. They just keep asking, ever so often they keep asking, Ram, you're done with radio? You're finished with radio? Absolutely not. It is the beginning of another chapter. So from 103 on to the other chapter that is going to begin officially on the 1st of June. We're going to be rolling out on that brand new station. And you're not going to be hearing me anytime. You're not going to be hearing me at 6 o'clock in the evening anymore. I'm going to be actually 6 a.m.
Whoa.
6 a.m. to 9 a.m. It's morning radio now. And it's on a brand new station. So you can look out for it. From tomorrow, actually, just check the social media pages.
So it's a brand new station that just
brand new station, brand new vibe, brand new everything.
Oh,
brand new
nice.
lineup.
Are you ready to share what the name of that station is?
Sure, I could share it. It is rolling out actually tomorrow. Tomorrow on social media.
Be in suspense now. Okay. All right. That's how you want to play this.
But we're gonna be back on radio. So it is going to be rolling out from tomorrow. As of tomorrow, gonna be hearing the station on air. You're gonna be hearing the type of music and all. And look out for your social media. Look out for the marketing. Look out for everything. As of tomorrow, all that will be revealed. And like I said, the back on radio from the 1st of June. Back behind the mic from the 1st of June.
What type of music will you be playing?
It's all the trending music. Everything that's trending, everything that's happening, we're playing.
Okay, awesome. And can we talk a little bit about your sudden departure from 103 FM?
Sure. I wouldn't say it was sudden. It was in the making.
It was in the making. Okay. And did you leave on amicable terms?
Always. I've always left. I even made a post on the day that I left, and I thank them so much for, having me there for the past 10 years. So it was amicable for me.
Okay. because I remember, and then this is something that I wanted to address here while you and I are having this discussion about management giving me a call asking, because my original flyer had your 103 FM logo on it, and I was asked to take it down, and I did so. I took it down, and then I reposted this flyer of you appearing here today. And then I was also asked to do make a little statement that it was done in error. But I mean, I believe I'd cleared that with you before I posted that flyer. And I did not think it was my place to make any such statement. And that is what I conveyed to the person who I was speaking with. And not sure, like I'm not sure that the vibes that I got from that was that, oh, maybe there was some underlying issues and that is why you left.
No, not at all. On my not on my part, of course. I mean, hearts would be broken. Hearts would be broken, and like I said, I was gracious enough to make my post on the day that I left and thank them. I would have hoped that they would have reciprocated and made a post and be gracious enough to say thanks too, because but they didn't, and I mean it's their choice. But like I say, I hold no beef, I hold no bad blood. Like I said, they should have been gracious enough to also say thanks and show the public that we were that good. And you never know what is to come later down the road. But like I said, they chose not to, and that's their prerogative. That's just the way they do things. They probably would try to to pretend that it never happened. But I mean it did. 10 years is not something that you could just erase just like that. But like I said, opportunities comes knocking on your door ever so often, and nothing is cast in stone, and we all here to take advantage of opportunities and move further and move up. Every time you get an opportunity to move up the ladder, you would try to make that one step. So at the end of the ladder, wherever it is, you must tell yourself, hey, I'm glad for that. I took advantage of the opportunities that was given to me, and I did my best,
Yeah. And so we've got Vera Bahadur online saying, wherever you go, Rishi, you will be great. And she says, you have my full support always. Let's see who else. We've got Ashley Raz watching. Judy Guyadine is watching as well too. Lee Nye. Let's see. Lakshman Prasad, Sandra Prasad, Michael Nalini Naidu. Lee Nye is saying, when we were talking about your music, she says, absolutely so true. It's not only the singing, it's more to it. My son is singing hip hop in church and I learned so much in the band. Yeah, awesome. It's never too late to learn a new skill, that's for sure. Beverly Mungle, she's saying, hey, cuz, I guess that's your family. Baby Hack, good afternoon, everybody. Geeta Parbudial and Sasha Mohammed is also saying that she's going to miss her Friday night vibesing with you as well. So, I'm pretty sure that you've built quite the following when you were, on 103 FM. And are you gonna take that audience with you wherever you go, I guess? And maybe that is why the radio station is a little bit, tensions are a little bit high of losing you.
The thing is, like I said, it's for 10 years being there consistently at that position, doing that particular radio, that type of radio, that night radio. You've built, and I was just talking to some friends last evening, and you've built a relationship almost all the listeners, and they knew that, you know, they could interact with me, and we would interact on a one-on-one. And like I say, one time I got a message from a lady from out in Canada. And she says that her husband was terminal. He had stage 4 cancer. And he, every single night, no matter what, he would have his phone in his hand, listening to the vibes and listening to the music, listening to the next, wherever I'm going to say, wherever it is, wherever joke, wherever talking about whatever roti, whatever hops, bread and cheese, whatever talking about on that point. And he says that, you know, it's what kept him and the family strong till the very end, you know. And when you get messages like that from persons that, you know, you were unknowingly a part of somebody's life, unknowingly a part of the daily functioning, you know, you feel good that, you know, you did something. You did something on radio. You did something to make somebody feel better. He passed, and the family is still up to this day. They still, well, at the point in time, they still listen. They listen to me, because it was a memory that you know, they hold close, because the family, along with the husband, with the late husband now, and myself, we were all in a team together in the night, just getting it through, you know, making him feel happy. He had to go to the bathroom, and he would carry the phone with him, because he just needs to hear what I go in and say about what she was doing down the road, or what going on, you know. And like I say, every single listener, we became family. We became family, and 10 years, you take 10 years to build that, 10 years to play the music that they like, they want to hear, you know. And I know they would feel some sort of a, you know, a little hurt that, you know, but like I say, nothing is cast in stone, and, you know, we have to grow and we have to move up. Do what we have to do.
And so you should, because I mean, life is too short, and we should all follow our hearts and follow our dreams, and just go out there and do what we need to do to make ourselves, elevate ourselves in whatever form that takes. We've got Sharon Mohammed online, who says, I enjoyed the 10 years with you on 103 FM. Cape Palo is watching. Hey, Cape Palo, how are you? Hope you're well. And we've got Mike McCoy and Lenai, who is saying, so true, you forgive and move on. A negative mind will never give you a positive life, brother. So good advice there, Lenai. Thank you. And Vera Bahadur is also saying, now wherever you go, she will follow. So she says she and her family will follow wherever you go. So you've got quite the fan following who are going to be there with you to, you know, encourage you and to listen to all of your good vibes. And make sure you share that information with me tomorrow, because I want to listen to you as well too.
Well, we're friends on the social media, so definitely when our post is dropped, you would get it, and I'm sure you would share it.
Okay, so let's talk about these 4 songs that you just recently released, and this is like they were coming one after the other. Which one was first? Which song did you do first with Rishi Nalbat?
The first one would have been Chaheyaj.
Chaheyaj. Okay, all right. And how did you guys like come to collaborate with each other?
Well, he would have always. Well, the thing is, I used to promote. Well, before the COVID and all that sort of a thing, I used to promote shows. So I used to gather, you know, a couple artists, and, you know, we used to do shows Friday, Saturday, Sundays. We used to do shows. We you know, we put together Rishi Guardian, sometimes playing backup music, or, you know, DJs, a bunch of artists, battery of stars, I used to call them. And we used to go and we used to do shows every weekend. And he was one that always, you know, loved he wanted to get involved in the music. No experience at all, no experience at all. Absolutely no singing experience, nothing at all. And he said, let me come with you and teach me something and show me what to do now. So I say, all right, come, let me show you what to do. And throw him out on the stage. He had a couple of tracks that he would have gotten from whoever, and he went out there and went out there at that first night with our shades on. He had on our shades. The club was dark, pitch dark, and he had on our shades with a piece of paper in his hand trying to sing this song. And it's like, I say, yo, what you doing? What you doing? You know, this is not the way to do it. And he would come a couple nights and, you know, I would show him little this and that and whatnot and thing. And he said to me, yo, you would never sing a song with me, boy. You know, he's also an attorney. And being the attorney, the attorney in him would also be very persistent. Eh? He is that type of a person. Yeah. But he started off singing chutney music and whatnot. And I told him, in my honest opinion, yes, you're singing chutney music and whatnot. I'm feeling the chutney music so much. Try something else, because he used to like to sing Anil Beans, Yekaha, and all that kind of a thing. He used to like to sing them songs. And I show him, I say, listen, let's do this. And then most important, you know, I think when you're recording a song, when you're ready to record a song, the song choice is important.
Yes.
You know, so he asked, you know, what he always liked this Shahiyaj. And I said, can you sing Shahiyaj? Shahiyaj high, some high notes there, you know, yeah.
Yes.
And I said, oh, if you're getting involved with, if you're coming to do this song, you have to put in the work, you know, because, you know, we had a drill real hard, because, you know, we don't want to send out something, a mediocre production, and right after the release, you never hear it again. You don't want that. Yes. You want to be able to produce something and it will be on rotation, because it's that good. People would want to hear it. And fortunately for us, that particular song, Chahiyaj, still continues to be on the 103 charts, and still continues to be played in all the radio stations, both locally and internationally. We you know, we're happy for that. Yeah, that was just the beginning. He was glad that he made it. He was glad that he did jump in and do the collaboration.
So I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to share that same video, Chahiyaj, and let's take a listen to it. I believe it's this one. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna play a little bit of each of the song, because I know it's 4 songs that I wanted to play here today, and they're all new releases. And so for the viewers who are watching, if you want to check that song out, I urge you all to go on the on YouTube and check out Rishi Nawabat or Rishi Ram, and you will find the songs there on YouTube, and take a listen to them. That was a really nice song. I like that song. And I was supposed to have Rishi on the program. He said he was going to just jump in, and he goes, how, you know, whenever you guys get together, you're such riots. and I was kind of looking forward to that. But he just messaged me saying that he is sick in bed and he's got a cold and not feeling well. So Rishi, if you're watching, I hope you're feeling better. And I miss you here today. I'm sure Rishi Ram feels the same way as well.
You'll get some cuss. You'll get some cuss. One thing to note, Mala, from Chahiraj and every single track that he would have done after, so too all the others, all the other collaborations, he would have improved. And in the last one in particular that we would have done, Yezami, you would hear a huge difference, and in such a short space of time, his vocals would just get better and better and better.
Yezameen actually was a track that I had done back in 2018, and I remember when I released that song, when I got to know Rishi, I think it was in 2019, he asked me for that track and he goes, "Can I get this track from you? I want to practice this song." So it was a real treat to listen to you guys sing this one. So I'm going to play this one next, and let's take a listen. And I believe you guys put a different spin on it altogether.
Yep, this one had to incorporate a bit of a different vibe, because I'll tell you what, Andre Ramasray was the guy we got the idea from.
Oh.
He would have came out with his version first, and the moment we heard it, we said, "Hey, Andre, we teething that song for me, one time." But Andre is such a good spot, because Andre is also part of what we're doing, and he was really cool with it, and that's why we did this. We did it on two. Andre has one particular BPM levels with it, and this one is a whole different level with what we did here. So this one is
okay. I think I lost your audio there. Okay.
This
I think your internet.
Yeah. We there now?
Yep, I can hear you now. Yep. All right, so let's go ahead and play this. We'll share the song, and then we'll come back and we can talk more about it.
Sure.
ज़मीं गा रही है, आसमां गा रहा है, साथ मेरे ये सारा जहां गा रहा है। ये ज़मीं गा रही है, आसमां गा रहा है, साथ मेरे ये सारा जहां गा रहा है। शोक गलियों की घूंघट सरकने लगी है, शोक गलियों की घूंघट सरकने लगी है, मस्त फूलों की दिल भी धड़कने लगी है। ये बहार का दिलकश बेसमा गा रहा है, साथ मेरे ये सारा जहां गा रहा है। ये ज़मीं गा रही है, आसमां गा रहा है, साथ मेरे ये सारा जहां गा रहा है। झूम कर पर्वतों पे गथा चा रही है झूम कर पर्वतों पे गथा जा रही है प्यार की उम्र शायद करीब आ रही है मेरा दिल प्यार किए तासुफा गा रहा है साथ मेरे ये सारा जहां गा रहा है ये ज़मीन गा रही है आसमां गा रहा है साथ मेरे ये सारा जहां गा रहा है ये ज़मीन गा रही है आसमां गा रहा है साथ मेरे ये सारा जहां गा रहा है
That was a very nice song. I chose to play that one all out because I wanted to hear what you were talking about, Rishi, improvements. And yes, you're absolutely right. I heard it for myself. And he had also, I remember he had said that he was advised by some of his friends to go take some singing lessons. And I really wanted to talk to him about that if he had come on today.
Yeah.
Was that you? Did you tell him that he needed to go get voice lessons?
All the time. You need to hear, sometimes you need to hear the ugly truth in
Yes.
order to do better. Don't take it as any sort of a, it's constructive criticism. You need to
Yes.
do better. There's a lot of people, let me tell you, there's a lot of people they will hear you doing, you will hear you sounding so awful. And they will just type up on the social, real good, singing real nice. But come on, let me be real. You want to make it in this industry, you want to do well, you need to hear the truth. You need to know and embrace the truth. Know, hey, you're not that good. You need to back up on this. You need to do better. And you had to be willing to roll with the punches to work and do better and better and better. And I'm sure he's happy. I'm sure he and all the other guys who would have, been through the boot camp, they would have, and currently loving how they sounding now. And that's important. You have to be able to do better and better and better.
Exactly. And what about the person that you sang this song, Humko Awaz? Who is this person?
This is Andre. Andre was back in the days when I would have been in Mastana Bahar, back in those days when Anil Beam was singing in Mastana Bahar in their Kanhai. Andre Ramasri was one of these guys who was singing at the same time too. But he said to me, like when he came out with Yezami, his version of Yezami, I would have released it on my show. And I found that this guy was sounding so good, boy. How come I never hear about him? I call him, I talk to him, I say, how come I never hear about you, boy? It was you. Say, boy, I was back in the days singing with Sapphire and was doing Mastana Bahar and all that.
Yeah.
And I said to him, nah, boy, but why is it that you've been in hiding for so long? Well, a good voice like yours. He said, well, boy, I never really get the opportunity and nobody never really pushed me. So I said, boy, you need to do some good work and let's let the world know how Andre Ramasri sounds. Because he says that the man loves the 90s music. He loved the 90s. And Humko Awaz would have been one that I would have recorded some years before. And being a Kumar Sanu fanatic that he is, he says, yo, let me jump on it, let me do it back. Let's do a nice refix of it, because Humko Awaz is one of these songs that, in the movie Mr. Ashik, Mera Chand Mujhe, and Humko Awaz, it's two songs, it's two ultimate Kumar Sanu songs. When you hear these Sanu, you say, oi, Sanu real singing there, you love them Sanu.
Yeah.
Why Humko Awaz is one of these songs that, we had to put back on the playlist and put back on the airwaves. It's just so nice.
Yeah. All right. Well, I have that song lined up and I'm going to be playing that right now. And then we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more about it.
Sure.
हम तेरे आशिक सनम हमको आवाज दे पहले पहले प्यार को कोई दिल से मिटा नहीं पाया हो चैन हथेली पर रख के तुझे लेने वाला आया जग ये देख कर रह जाएगा आशिक तेरा ले जाएगा इतना कहा दुनिया में दम हम तेरे आशिक सनम हमको आवाज दे नदियों को सागर का पता क्या कोई बदलाता है हो सच लगन हो दिल में तो खुद रास्ता मिल जाता है कौन बाहर को बान सकता है कैद हवा को किसने किया है इतना कहा दुनिया में धम हम तेरे आशिक सनम हमको आवाज दे जो कहा है सनम हमको आवाज दे जो कहा है सनम प्यार के रोके कदम इतना कहा दुनिया में धम हम तेरे आशिक सनम हमको आवाज दे
Another beautiful song. That was really done. Well done. I have to say, well done. We've got quite a few people who are watching right now, and I just want to say a big shout out to them. First, let's see. Mohini Benny, she says, beautiful music. Ricky Kandu, Linai, Vera Bahadur says, music cannot get better than this. My two favorite people, meaning you and Rishi now, but very lovely voice and song. Fantastic job, dear. This is from Linai. And Sangeeta Raghuvar Rampasad is also watching. She's also a newbie to the scene as well. Asha Ramratan is watching. And Lena says, a little encouragement will take you a long way, especially in the music industry today. You're never too late to learn. That is absolutely true.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Asha. Nisha Darling is watching from Toronto here. And Savi Rohini Kalawan is also watching. Savi, I hope you're doing well. Savi just lost a nephew a few weeks ago to COVID-19 as well. So my condolences again, Savi. And for anyone else who have lost a loved one, I know Lee Nye lost her mom, I believe it was a couple of weeks ago as well too. So stay safe, everybody. I hope you guys are staying safe. So Humko Awaz, I noticed that you've done a lot of collabs with males. What about females?
Well, none of the females have yet brought themselves forward and up to the challenges yet. So, you know, we're still looking forward. We're still looking forward. There's so much more to do.
Yes.
There's one thing that just mentioned just now. One of the persons viewing, they mentioned just now, you know, it's always important to encourage encouragement is important. You have to always encourage. You see, when you have a passion for something, you know, you need to be encouraged. This is why a lot of the young persons are kind of gravitating and deciding, you know, Ram, help me here, help me there, because it's important to encourage. Not too much persons in the industry, in our industry, encourages the young ones and they to come forward. The young ones and they will be very, very skeptical to come in the industry because they know, hey, we small, you know, nobody wouldn't pay attention to us, nobody would take us on. But once you have that passion, Mala, once you have that drive and you love this music, you have to be encouraged. You have to be given that drive to say, hey, you could do it. You have to be willing to work hard. You have to be willing to put in the work, you know, and we would make it happen. So far,
Absolutely.
I mean, all these guys and they're so happy with, you know, with the production that they've gotten so far. They're so happy with how they sounding, and they're so happy with the response that they get. And people are saying, hey, I'm loving it. I'm loving the sound of it. I mean, what is also important to Malay, have to produce at a studio that knows how to bring forward your music with that drive and that power. Must say big up to Maha Studios, because even Ravi B produces at the Mahan is the only place where you're going to get that sound, that fat sound. You know, you want to make sure and get that heavy sound. Mala, all these songs, when you play it on a proper sound system, a real sound system, your Bose sound system, your cars, your home, wherever you're playing it, it has that heavy sound. Nothing weak about it at all. It's so, you know, it's so full, and that's important. And like I say, all so far, you know, they've been so happy with what they've been getting, and people have been loving it, you know.
And I have yet to do a recording with Maha as well too. So I've heard great things about them, and I totally enjoy every piece of music that comes out of his studios. So he's doing a really, really wonderful job, and I still have to yet have a sit down with him, and I haven't done that as yet either. So that might be next. Well, we're gonna try and wrap. I wish Rishi had just decided to just come on to this live, because what I had done was I prepared a little rapid fire questions for the both of you, but I think I'm going to do that with you, and then we'll come back and we'll do some, you know, closing statements. So here goes. I prepared like 20 questions, rapid fire questions, right? So we'll go through them one at a time as quickly as we can. What is your favorite food?
Curry, egg, and aloo and rice, boy. But I don't know.
Is there a song you refuse to play on radio, and if so, why?
There's this one from oh gosh. it's I think it's from Kahuna Pyara Hai. The song where they was doing the dance like this.
Oh,
remember that song? You remember that song?
Yes, I remember that song. Why?
Ikapolka Gina.
Why?
I'll tell you why. That song, I would have recorded that song by force back in the Rampasad days. And Malaman, I tell you, I hate that song. I hate that song with a passion. That's the next rule. When you hate a song, when you're going to record a song, you must love that song. You have to love that song. You first and foremost have to love that song. And if you hate that song, you're going to record that song just as much, just as how you hate it, you will record it the same way. And I think, I will never play that song. No way.
Now I'm curious. I really want to listen to that.
No.
Come on, you have to share that with me.
That's the worst. That's the worst ever.
All right, let's move on. What is your biggest fantasy?
Goosh.
Ooh. Rishi, I hope you're listening to this.
No, I just need a couple $1 million. That's all.
Couple million. Okay, cool. What is your pet peeve?
I don't know. I never really thought about it, you know. Let me come back to that question. Let me come back to that one.
Okay. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Good looking. That's 2 words or 1 word?
Okay, we'll count that as 1.
All right, good looking. Real good looking. I mean, down to earth, humble, and
And the list goes on. Okay.
Well, good looking.
Oh,
real
real
good
good looking. All
Well,
right.
well good looking. Well good looking.
Audience, I hope you guys are watching. And if you think that Rishi Ram is real good looking,
Well.
make some comments. Show him some love.
Well.
All right.
Raymond will never stand in a picture with me together. He would never do that.
Why?
He said he would never put himself through that injustice.
Hey, Raymond Ramnarayan is like my biggest, I'm his biggest fan, okay? So you can't talk bad about it. I think the man
The boy
totally,
could
totally
sing.
good looking.
Boy could sing, but he's just not that as good looking as me. So he would
Oh,
prefer
Lord.
to,
We have the clash of the egos here. Who do you admire?
I admire No, I never really think about it. We come back to that one too.
Tell me, Sasha Mohammed, she says, Sharon says he's miserable. Who is that? Who's Sharon?
Sharon Mohammed.
Sasha Mohammed. She says
Sasha.
Sharon says he's miserable. I'm not sure who she is.
Sharon. I
Yeah.
think they're from Grandy.
Okay.
From Grandy.
All right. Okay, so we'll move on. What are 2 things you would put on your bucket list?
I want to record a song with Raymond still.
Same here.
I want to record a song with Raymond still, but I don't know when that would happen. I really don't know when that would happen.
Raymond Ramnarayan, if you're watching, well, you've got 2 fans here who wants to record with you. So please do keep us on your list.
We did a little teaser video of a particular song.
Yeah.
We wanted to record Tede Mede Milan. And I don't know when that would happen. And
it's a beautiful song.
Yeah. 2 persons that I admire. What's the question again? Bucket list.
What are the 2 things you would put on your bucket list? One is
Oh.
Raymond, and what's the other one?
One is Raymond, and to lie down in a bed with millions of dollars just flowing all over.
All right, keep that positive frame of mind and that positive thinking, and I'm pretty sure you will accomplish that. Okay, so here's the next question for you. What is the most useless talent you have?
You know, the thing is, they always say that I have absolutely no skill. I have absolutely no skill. I mean, no skill in fixing anything. I'm not handy at all. I can't do anything with fixing or you know. So I guess I try to utilize everything that I have, possibly the the skill set that I have. But I think the most useless talent that I have is, the good looks. I should get into modeling, but I ain't with it right now.
I wouldn't say that's useless because you're definitely using it today.
Well, maybe I'll start. But it's useless for now.
Okay. All right. What's the worst thing you've ever done?
Record a Kapelka Gina.
When was the last time you lied?
I never lie, you know.
Never. Oh, you never lie.
Never.
Everybody lies.
Never ever lie. Never.
All right. What's something you're glad your mom doesn't know about you?
She's no longer here.
Sorry to hear that.
I think she knew. I think she knows. I think she knew everything. She knew everything.
All right. Okay.
Never really.
How many girls? I'm not sure if this question is relatable to you, but I'm pretty sure this is one I'd wanted to ask for Rishi. No, but how many girls' numbers are in your phone?
He don't have any. I know for a fact he don't have any.
He don't have any.
He don't have any. He have no game. He have no skill. So he don't have any girls' number on his phone.
So he definitely needs to learn some of that from you, right?
No swag, no skill, no game.
Oh
no,
man,
no,
Rishi.
nothing at all.
Rishi, now, but if you're watching, boy, I mean, you needed to be here to defend yourself. All right. First celebrity crush.
Celebrity crush.
It could be anybody,
Celebrity crush.
local or
I
international.
I'd always liked Nicki Minaj, and these days I find Shensia. She's looking nice, you know. Rani Mukherjee. I always said that my wife looks like Rani Mukherjee, so I have that celebrity here living here. So
Uh-huh.
that's good.
Okay.
That's
And
good.
I see the charm coming out, trying to include the wife in there. All right. What does a person need to be happy?
Why do they need to be happy?
What does a person need to be happy?
A good husband.
Uh-huh. A good I better start looking then.
After-
I am a happy person.
Happiest.
I don't think I need a husband to be happy. I'm happy. I think if I find a husband, if I find a man to settle down with somewhere,
Hey, Mara, let me tell you.
I'll be bringing my happiness to him.
Let me tell you, a good husband would get up in the morning and that would be the face you would see, and he would make you smile, and you make bacon and eggs, and you all will have a real nice breakfast, and you'll be cooking there, and he'll play nice music, and you just have a time, and your children just having so much fun, and they like the daddy and all that sort of a thing. Vice versa, same thing with mommy, So that special someone boy is important.
Yeah. We are all searching for that special someone, and hats off to you. You have found that your soulmate there in your wife of 21 years. That's a long time to be married. So congratulations on that. Marriages these days don't last that long.
Well, that's important. It's important.
Yeah, you've definitely nailed it down there. That's for sure. You could become not a psychiatrist, but at least
Counselor.
you can give some advice.
I could maybe I'll start doing that. I'll
You should.
do a little blog, and I'll coach persons as to
Exactly,
get
because
right.
I'm pretty sure in this day and age there are a lot of people out there whose marriages don't even survive a year, and it's really important for people out there, especially the young people who are now getting married, to understand what is it they need in a partner. It's definitely not good looks. Good looks is only going to take you so far. You must have personality.
You need to have a sense of humor too. You need to have a sense of humor.
Of course.
You need to not be so uptight about everything. You don't need to worry too much about every single thing.
Trust and honesty as well.
Trust.
Two most important things.
You need to be someone, if you're in a relationship, you need to be someone who that person could trust and know, hey, he doing me right. And same thing, vice versa, And that could be something really important. That's something really important. And
all right. So we've got two final questions. What is the most boring thing you've ever done?
Boring thing. I love to sleep, I ain't lying. I love to lie down and ponder. I don't call it boring. Washing the car is boring. Cutting the lawn is boring. Washing
you were right when you said you're definitely not good with your hands. You're not a handyman.
Washing is boring. Washing windows is boring. Sweeping house is boring.
Oh my goodness. So then who does all the chores in the house? Your wife?
We get together and do it, but I wouldn't be so happy whilst I'm doing my portion. I wouldn't be that happy,
But you
I'll be
still
happy when
do
it's
it.
over. But
Yeah, that's important that you guys share the responsibilities, even though you don't like it. Perfect. All right, last question. If you could ask God one question, what would it be?
Waste is with this COVID, boy. End of the COVID now.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yes, absolutely. I think that would be my question. I think that would be everybody's question as well too. And I'm so happy that you took the time to come out here and sit with me, and let's get to know you a little bit better. I know who you are now. I know you're full of charm, and you're the best looking man compared to Raymond Ramnarine.
Well, the whole
According
industry,
to you.
that's the thing about our industry. The thing about our industry, none of these fellas good looking. None. Absolutely none of them good looking. I am
Really?
just the best looking. I mean, Anil Beam, no way. Raymond, no way. None of them. None of them.
What
None of
about
them.
Rishi now? But he don't have anything
No,
compared
he's the
to.
worst. He's the worst. He's the worst. He's not even in the running.
Oh my, oh my. Well, I've definitely gotten to know you a little bit better today, and I'm pretty sure our audience got to know you a little bit better as well. And I just want to say a quick hello to a couple more people here. Let's see. Oh, Sasha Mohammed says the Sharon person is from Grandy. So you may know who that is. Nishana Nikita Sebran. Hi, how are you? And she's saying hello to you too, Rishi. And let's see. Lena is sharing a few words as well too. Whatever you want to do in your life, just go for it, especially if you have a passion for it. You have to keep pushing and work hard and always be positive, never listen to negatives. Be yourself be yourself and have confidence with respect, and you will definitely accomplish your goals with God by your side. Awesome. Thank you all so much for your lovely, lovely comments. And Veer Bahadur says that you're very easy to be around and talk to for sure. So I'm pretty sure you've met her. She's from Trinidad.
She came to the
Yes.
studio. She came to the studio. She did an awesome job with her song. The song from Nagin.
Oh, yes. That's right. Wow. So there's still a lot more comments coming in. Thank you guys so much. And thank you, Rishi, for being on the program here with me today. I mean, I wish you all the very best in your new venture on this brand new radio station and your new job as a radio host. And I'm pretty sure we're all going to find out which radio station it is come tomorrow, right?
Sure, tomorrow.
Absolutely. And any parting words for any budding young singer out there, or anybody who's listening who wants to fulfill a dream or anything that they want to do in life?
Anything that you want to do, and you know, really and truly you have that passion and you want to do it, you have that drive and you want to do it, find that time and do it, because you might just end up lying down on your bed one night and just telling yourself, yo, I really waste time, but I should have. Don't ever be that person that say I should have.
Yeah.
Make sure make that time and do it.
Should have, would have, could have.
Yeah, don't be that person. Make sure you do it. Make sure you do it, and don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to not succeed in it, because by not succeeding, it only lets you know and teaches you, well, where you went wrong. You had to be able to keep at it. So you have that passion. You have that passion to sing. Go out there and sing. You may not sound good the first time around, may not sound good the second time around, but keep pushing, keep striving. And not everybody out there is your friend. You know what I mean? Not everybody out there will be willing to tell you, hey, do so and not so. You know what I mean? And not all these comments on the Facebook and the social media is genuine comments. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Just be willing to find that and know who you can trust, and go with it. Go forward with your dream. Go forward with whatever you want to do, and just do it. And when your time call, when your bell ring, you know that, hey, I do as much as I could do. And when you stand up and the big man talking to you, well, God, hey, I do my thing, you know. Where you sending me now? Or where's my post now? Angel thing? What are you doing? You know?
Exactly. It's always important to follow your dreams, and I'll also find people who can elevate you to the next level that you want to be. Surround yourself with positive people, and if there are negatives or negative people in your life, just, get rid of them, because you don't need that. You do not need to surround yourself with negativity, and always take criticism, honest criticism. I truly believe in that, and I know for a fact that there are quite a few people that I've spoken with who cannot take criticism.
They cannot.
Yeah, they don't know how to program their minds for it. They think that, you know, well, I did something and here it is. It's great. It's good. And, you know, why don't you like it? You probably don't like me. That is why you don't like my music. But honestly, it's not about that. It's not about loving the person or liking the person. It's about just, you know, trying to give them some really honest criticism. And I appreciate that. I like when people tell me that, hey, you know, you could have done this, this, and this with this song, or you could have done it a little bit differently. Yeah.
Not everybody could tell you. Eh? Not everybody could tell you, because you have some idiots some idiots ain't know to anything about how to do what you are doing. You know, so you have to be willing. You have to know who to take that criticism from. You have to know who you could talk to, who can direct you.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So
well,
that's
maybe
good.
after the show is done, you can tell me, you can give me some honest criticisms on how I can move this forward as well.
Well, as you say, whenever you're ready, when you're ready to work with Maha, I'll be there. And like I say, we can put in the 2 cents, Maha 2 cents and my 2 cents, we'll make 4 cents, and Mala 4 cents, will make 8 cents, and we would have a real good song to come.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, Rishi, thank you so much for being on the program today. It was my pleasure to do this with you. And thanks for doing my little rapid fire round, even though Rishi Naubat is too sick to join us today. So I hope he survives whatever he's going through. And I wish you all the very best in your new venture. And I can't wait to hear you on radio again.
Thanks so much, Mala. And thanks to everybody for viewing. And
yes,
definitely we'll be keeping it locked to Sunday afternoon lines with Mala Hyperstar.
Thank you so much. And to all of our viewers who are locked on, thank you so much again for being with us here today, and for all of your lovely, lovely comments, for our handsome guest here, of course. And don't forget to join me again next week, same time, same place, as we bring another exciting artist from Trinidad and Tobago, and this time it will be a reggae soca artist, and I'm not going to reveal the name as yet until tomorrow when I post my flyer up, so you'll get to see who it is. And I would love to have your support again next week. And I just want to say, please do keep safe, guys. Do not take this COVID-19 lightly. Stay home, mask up, sanitize, social distance. You know, we have the rest of our lives to party and have fun, and I know that it's difficult for people who have large families. And you know, in my family alone, we have got birthdays upon birthdays coming up, and you know, we're only allowed to have like 5 people in the house at any given time. So we're still on complete lockdown. So guys, take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones. And it's important, if you are, if you can go and get your vaccine, go ahead and get your vaccine, because future travel will be dependent on being vaccinated, totally vaccinated. So until I see you again, I'm going to leave you with this beautiful song by Rishi Ram and Rishi Naubat, and it's Hamdono Do Premi. So do enjoy, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you again so much. Thank you, Rishi.
Take care. Take care, Mala. Bye.
हम दोनों तो प्रेमी दुनिया छोड़ चले, जीवन की हम सारी रस्में तो चले। हम दोनों तो प्रेमी दुनिया छोड़ चले, रस्में तो चले
जाने कहाँ है बताऊं शहर का नाम, ले चैन जहाँ तेरी मंजिल के तेरा है काम। जाने कहाँ है बताऊं शहर का नाम, ले चैन जहाँ तेरी मंजिल के तेरा है काम।
मुझ पे है इतना एतबार मैंने किया है तुमसे प्यार
हम दोनों तो प्रेमी दुनिया छोड़ चले, जीवन की हम सारी रस्में तो चले।
हम दोनों तो प्रेमी दुनिया छोड़ चले जीवन की हम सारी रस्में तो चले
ओ बाबू के आए मोहे यार,
जाने क्या हो अब इसके बाद हम दोनों तो प्रेमी दुनिया छोड़ चले
जीवन की हम सारी रस्में तो चले।
Bye, everybody. Hope you guys have a wonderful week ahead of you and enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening. Until I see you again next week, same time, same place. Have a wonderful, wonderful, and safe week ahead. Bye for now.